Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game, everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things already rolling. And here's Thuram. Oh, such a clever touch. Thuram! Thuram gets a foot in here. Strokes it back. Well, he just... And the shot! Goal! France! And France are in front.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Bellingham.
That was lovely, that.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Valverde. In comes the corner. Madrid with the corner. They're first. Towering header! And there's a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Great corner, and he did the rest. He did. Chance for a shot! No, just not quite.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
And here's Mbappe. Now that's a lovely exchange. Mbappe driving forwards. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. has not gone well. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Where it came from. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Strong running down that left flank.
There they go, hunting again.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Goes for a shot! And that's a tidy finish. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Madrid have their lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Oh, can he get onto this? Now it's Mbappe. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Hernandez cuts out the pass. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Olise. Turan receives it in a good position here. It's a goal kick. Chouameni. Now it's Mbappe. Passes short and sharp. Valverde purring through the gears. Hernandez pokes it out wide. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. This is the time you need that pace.
Chouameni. Nice looking ball. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Mbappe. This is a promising build-up. And that's been drilled in. And it's claimed by the keeper. And they've switched it over to the other side. A temporary retreat here.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
That's a good run down the left. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That's a cute ball. Olise. Howson gets across to intercept that. Tries to pass it through. Played out towards the right wing. Chouameni. And it's half-time. Madrid have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
Madrid are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's made its way to him. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Bellingham. Carreras. In towards the back stick. Punched away. Mbappe. Thuram. Well, that's been cut out, well played. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position.
Tries one from range! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post! And it's Alexander-Arnold, delivered in. And he's there to retrieve it. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, no joy this time. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's in a great position here. Hernandez clears without hesitation. Thuram. Dembele in acres of space out wide. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 11, le numéro 7, le numéro 4, le numéro 8, le numéro 14. À leur place,
It's rising! It's bounced back off the post.
le numéro 21.
That's put paid to the danger.
Le numéro 24. Changement en cours.
Doué. Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He's in, must be! And he's got the real chance! Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Looking for options for movement. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Over to the right flank. Thuram. Carvajal. Oh, they can break here. Now Howson. Gets a good foot in there. And here's Thuram. Quality ball. Bellingham is onto this. Oh, perfectly measured that. And the shot! Another big chance that gets away.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Hernandez spots it and intercepts. Cherki, now that's well seen too. And it's Arda Güler. Arda Güler! That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Now it's Bellingham. Goulet, that's a good ball out wide. Skims one in. Great chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. The angle was... and that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Nous rappelons à l'intention de nos spectateurs qu'ils sont tenus de boire avec modération.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So things are underway. Can he finish? Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Madrid with the corner, they're first. And that should get the job done. And now they can... and he shoots! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it, he will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
France are already chasing the game, they didn't envisage that. Cherki. Showing great feet there. There's the shot! And yes, it's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Cherki goes short. Dembele! That's going to go a long way. And it's Rabiot. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, this looks sharp. Look at this. Mbappe! Mbappe! Irrepressible! A finish right from the top drawer. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
France have their lead.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now it's Mbappe. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And the pass is intercepted. Rabiot.
Madrid are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Opts for safety. Bellingham. Carreras. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Upamecano. Oh, that's superb. Oh, there's a probing ball. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's a key interception. 30 minutes gone. Pinches it off him. Rabiot. And it's Tchouaméni. Distributed tidily. He is through here. Dembele, towering header. And he's taking no chances there. Vinicius Junior. That pass has been well intercepted. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Tchouaméni. And here's Mbappe. Done delicately. Madrid are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Now it's Valverde, and he's intervened well there. Saliba. Thuram chasing after it. Dembele carries the ball down the right, and he skips past his man. Very nicely done. Big chance! Top class from Thuram! That is a gem! An absolute
Il y
gem!
aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
2 up now, and they are cruising.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
France go up by 2 and are looking good.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
And that brings the first half to a close. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So we're underway for the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Mignon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And here's Bellingham. So much time and space. Bellingham! And he hits the net. It is an explosive start to the second half. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
just 1 in it now.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Well, that is one way to stop him.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And he's forced to go back. It's a searching pass. Saliba makes the interception. Just about up to the hour now. Mbappe! He's had a shot! And he's there to clear it. Cherki, played out towards the right wing. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 7.
So we have movement on
Le
both
numéro
benches.
14. Le numéro 24.
Pass has gone astray.
Le numéro 4.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this
Le
ball.
numéro 6. Le numéro
It's
21.
beyond the defence.
Changement.
And the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Olise plays it short. Mbappe! No way through, so back it comes. Can he finish? It's bounced back off the post. Not a bad try by any means.
And not just close, agonisingly close.
Bellingham with a definite foul there. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Brahim Diaz. That's a throw. And it's Diaz. Chouameni. Madrid still have the cards to affect this game. Spread it left. And here's Brahim Diaz.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. France surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 9. Le numéro 8. Alors place.
Madrid are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Dink through. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Great challenge. Time to perfection. Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Now it's Rodrigo. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Well, that looks a good ball through. He's got away. And he's cut it out. Saliba clears it away.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Barcola. And he's managed to get free.
2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. Madrid may have thrown this away at the death. Courtois clearly engaging in mind games here. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
A picture of confidence, that was never missing.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of... And that is as far as it goes. Madrid played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated.
Attention, attention. Le trafic.
So what do you take away from it all, Jim? Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Real chance!
Cherki. Mbappe. Not the most convincing of passes. Passing nice and neat. Now that's a lovely exchange. That's good play. Chance for a shot! Goal! France! And France are in front. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
This looks promising. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Knocks it into space. Nicely intercepted. And it's Chouameni. Well, that looks a decent ball. Now it's Mbappe. Rabiot. Now it's Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bellingham. Passing is crisp and sharp. Rabiot. Aimed beyond the defence. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Madrid really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Brilliantly cut out.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Cherki. Shot, surely! That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Mbappe. Now he's got space here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, a gilt edge goes for a shot! It's in! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
There was to be only one outcome.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
Madrid restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Nicely aimed pass. And that's a good ball. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Mbappe. And now the breakaway. 15 minutes till half-time. This is a promising build-up. Cherki. Cherki cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And he's there to belt it away. And it's Alexander-Arnold. It's a promising position. Cross in, looks like a good one. Chouameni. Now it's Thuram. Can he get on the end of this? Thuram finding himself in space. And he's definitely onside.
Another chance from a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Madrid are looking to go forward now. That's a delicate pass.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bellingham, can he get it through? And that pass just didn't quite work. Koundé, Dembele, Cherki, Rabiot. Oh, there's a probing ball. That's good vision. Courtois breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Pass somewhat off target. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Madrid will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remain calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And we are back underway. Not the most accurate pass. Chouameni makes a dash for it. And it's Chouameni. Carreras. Vinicius Junior going after that. Cherki. Now it's Mbappe. Threads one in. Thuram. And the finish! There it is!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one. Yeah, that's really...
Mbappe! Oh, good finish! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So again we have parity.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And he's been shifted off it. He's in a great position here. Can he finish? Goal, France! And they get themselves in front! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
France leading now. Thuram is in a really good position out wide. He's got away. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. That has not gone well. Mbappe is onto this. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Tries to play it through. He's had a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Thuram clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro
Corner
24.
number 2 then.
Le numéro 7. Le numéro 4. Le numéro 14. Le numéro 8. Le numéro 9. Alors,
Rooney has another goal! And a neat finish! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be.
Chance! Fantastic from Jean-Philippe Mateta! A finish of true class! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. And a chance! And it's there! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Un rappel à l'intention de nos spectateurs. La consommation de boissons n'est autorisée que dans les zones indiquées. Merci.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're very much on the way now. France have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs. But if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Mbappe. Rabiot promptly onto that, and that is that. Cherki. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this guy, Theo Hernandez, for me, has evolved into one of the best fullbacks, Peter. Certainly in terms of attacking contributions, you'd be hard-pressed to find someone as good as he is in the final third, especially with the movement that allows him to receive the ball in...
And he shoots! Goal! France! And France are in front! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Cherki. Passing is crisp and sharp. Great defending, strong and determined. Turan is onto this. Very nicely done. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lovely, tries a shot! Goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
France are now luxuriating in Cherki! And he nearly went all the way.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Goes down, but nothing given. Koundé cuts it out. Now it's Bellingham. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Mbappe. Hernandez, gently done. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Just eases him off the ball. Mbappe! Driving through the middle. Now it's Valverde. Has another go! Good read, needed to be. Mbappe, given the lift of his goal. A probing pass. Rudiger gets over and intercepts. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Koundé calmly anticipates. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And here's Mbappe. Driving forward. Carreras does well not to be outdone there. Now it's Mbappe.
There they go, hunting again.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Rabiot. Well, that pass isn't the best. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He's had a shot! And it's in! Hernandez. That is the end of the first half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those two goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And we are back underway.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And the pass is intercepted. Rabiot, who's set up 1 goal so far. And he's looking to catch him up. Tchouaméni concedes a free kick for that. Oh, cracking ball. And it's Rabiot. And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
A case now of complete control. Can he get on the end of this? Rabiot with the foul. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Defending was strong and firm.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Mbappe. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Thuram is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Changement pour la France. Le
And
numéro
we have
7.
our very first
Le
corner.
numéro 24. Le numéro 4. Le numéro 14.
And now they can spring out of
Le
defence.
numéro 12. Le numéro 11. Le numéro
Now it's
21.
Olise.
Le numéro 6.
Knocks it into space. He's well positioned here. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. Madrid present their opponents with the best possible chance here. The chance to pull further clear. As you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
France are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Tries to pass it through. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. France are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least.
And the shot! Madrid do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, some astute defending there. And here's Mbappe. Now there's a shot, surely! He's got a goal! He gave it plenty and some, crashed it in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Rudiger did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Eder Militao did well to stay calm there. And here's Olise. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Olise is behind this one. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Olise! And he's lifted it over. That has been cut short. Goulet. Now it's Thuram. He's a sharp little ball here. That's the keeper's ball.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Well, that's an excellent interception. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. There's the shot! Off the post! And that's a good finish. They're back within reach! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 8.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Madrid may be down, but not out just yet. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, shooting chance! And that was struck with genuine force.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Now it's Mateta, and he was quick to react. Camavinga shifted it to the flank. Bellingham.
Temps additionnel, 5 minutes.
And here's Brahim Diaz. Kone. Now it's Mateta. He's picked his way through. Lovely feet. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Foot in. Looking to play him in. He's through here. Thinks about the shot. Decent chance! Has fallen kindly here. It's in. Drama at the death, isn't it? That's at the end. Madrid can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short.